Hello, my name is Donald Bear, and today I'm introducing an activity for students and a few minutes at the end for teachers. Uh, it's called Take Apart with Bear. It's a way to approach vocabulary, and you'll find it at the Minnesota Center for Reading Research at their website, and you'll also find it at my website, www.donaldrbear.com. Take Apart with Bear. It's a way to study vocabulary. You can use it during your reading and writing. It should come naturally, just a few practices. And there are 4 steps. 1, take off suffixes. 2, take off prefixes. And you can stop there if you've had enough. Sometimes we want to go further and we think of related words and we make the meaning connections. Sometimes we don't have a choice. The words just come to our head, and it will help you with your reading and comprehension and vocabulary. So take apart. Let's demonstrate it. Take off the suffix or the last syllable. So I have the word signal, sort of a funny word to spell and to say. And if I take off the last syllable, as you see, I have the word sign. And I can't help but think of related words like signature and design. That's my sign, isn't it? My signature is my sign. So take apart, take off the suffix. I have the word inspection, and I can take off the ION. And what do I have? There's the gold. Inspect. If I'm doing an inspection, I am inspecting. And I take off the prefix, and that looks pretty easy, the IN. And then we have the gold, which is the root, the spect. And then 3 and 4, think of related words, make meaning connections in, spection. The into, the inside, very straightforward. If I go in, that's into. Sometimes in means something else, but spectacles. I have spectacles that allow me to be a spectator. I can look at a specimen. I can be a spectacle, and it would be spectacular, especially if you are into retrospection. To look, to observe. And these are found online, dictionaries or in paper dictionaries. You look at the word spect and look around it. I'll give you some websites in just a minute for teachers section. But this is a student display of what students put together. They were looking at TRACT and MOT and RUPT. And they saw that if you retract, you're pulling back. A tractor pulls. So that's a good activity to think about for your vocabulary notebook. So take apart 4 steps. Take off the suffixes, take off the prefixes, think of related words, and make meaning connections. Thank you, and take apart. Now this part is for instruction for teachers or for yourselves. And again, these instructions will be at the center or my website. These are the directions that you'll see where take apart is number 3. This is part of your vocabulary notebook. I'll ask students to do a few words each week, and usually they choose the words. Here's the one I did on abolitionist and how abolish and even the Spanish word are related to abolish, abolition. You can use these in your teaching, construction, and there's the gold, the construct, after you take the ION. And by the way, your grammar fits very nicely into this work here. The TION makes it into a noun from a verb, construct. You take off the CON, and then you have the root, struct. And look at all these that come to mind. So you have con, and then structure, construction, obstruction, reconstruction, unstructured. To build, to pile up. If you destruct, you're taking a piled So competition, I'll let you play with that one. These are some excellent websites to look at. This is some of our online material and paper material. Sorting by root, making the meaning connections. In generative vocabulary, when we learn one word, we're learning 10. It becomes exponential. So we can look at our social studies vocabulary and look at word study. Some references for your attention. Some materials that we have helped create for secondary as well. Thank you, and take apart with Bear.